we were already pulling from 11 states. They didn't come from, you know, Georgia and Kentucky and Arizona to play electronic bingo. They came there to see the entertainment. But before anybody gets started with it, we can't accommodate the entertainment aspect of it without the bingo, because we have a synergized cost structure there that affords us the opportunity to bring entertainment and to bring tourism into our state in a profound way, and we're utilizing that bingo mechanism to create a much greater good for Alabama. And it's a common sense approach, again, to economic development. And if our leaders of this state would just sit down with us and let us explain all the internal dynamics of what we're trying to accomplish here, maybe the light would go on. I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. But we do have something fantastic before us. We have an opportunity like we've never had in this state before. We need to just utilize it.
Well, you know, I mentioned to you before about the possibility of a petition, proposition being filed by the people of the state of Alabama, wherein that the legislature don't work. If it's not working, if in inertia it's not doing anything, the people should have a right to vote. And what I'm saying is that, have you looked into what I've mentioned to you before, the possibility of having the people vote on the electronic bingo issue, and that is based on the number of people who voted in the last election, percentage of those people can be qualified to vote, and put it on the ballot so that the people can vote. If the legislature isn't doing anything, and that the people who's the one who run the state, the people should still have the right to vote.
You know, so, I totally agree with you. It should be up to the people. You can look at any poll you want to throughout the state of Alabama, and in the worst case scenario, in excess of 60% of the people in a particular district want the opportunity to vote on this issue. Houston County is 93% of the people want the opportunity to vote on that issue. You know, what you're suggesting, to be quite honest with you, is above my education. You know, we've exhausted what we consider to be every avenue to bring this issue to a vote. Unfortunately, the elected officials that we put in office declined the people their right to vote. Not all, but some. Enough in the House declined the citizens of Alabama, the citizens of their district, the opportunity to vote on a very, very pertinent issue, an issue that could change the dynamics of our state. And look, I'm not in the casino business. Before that gets started, I'm not in the gambling industry. We're in the entertainment industry. You can go back and look at our track record. We're not out here trying to build mega Las Vegas style casinos. Just go look at our project. Look at our brief 7.5-week history of what we did there. Look at our brief history with what we did for charitable organizations in Houston County and Coffee County over the last 10 years, and it won't take you long to figure out we're not looking for the bottom line dollar. That we have no interest in that. We are simply trying to create a greater good for our state. But, you know, at the end of the day, it should be up to the people. How we get it before the people, I don't know. You know, you're a citizen of this state. You're a very, very intelligent man. Why don't you start pushing that petition and let's see if we can't make it happen. Well, I'll sign it, I promise you that.
Well, I think it would help my bottom line too. If we
That's right. Hey, you know what? Again, that goes back to the equitable distribution of opportunity. Right. That goes back to whereas if more business comes to our sector of the state, you're going to sell more advertisement for your newspaper, and it turns into a snowball effect. Activity breeds activity. And you know, right now the activity that's going on is breeding job loss.
Okay. With the oil spill affecting the Gulf Coast, with it affecting Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, could you right now start bringing dollars to Alabama if your governor would allow you to open? And right now, Alabama is no longer a tourist destination with the oil spill. Could you help solve that some of that issue if given the opportunity today?
If we were allowed to open today, we would bring out of state, not local, we would bring out of state dollars here this weekend, literally. We wouldn't even have to advertise it. You guys would be advertising it for us because it'd be on every front page of the newspaper in the state and other states. You know, everybody is entrenched with this project. But when you start bringing those multi-platinum mega country music stars into your venues, people are going to follow them. They look at their tour schedules, and if Tracy Lawrence is at Country Crossing this weekend in Alabama, then his fans are going to follow him to that venue. That's just how it works. So yes, Ricky, we can help solve that issue. We were already helping to solve that issue, and to create a true alternate tourist destination extravaganza other than the Gulf Coast. You know, what our desire was to create the country music capital of the world. And if we're given the opportunity, we'll do just that. We'll bring in somewhere between 8 and 12 million visitors a year on a consistent basis. And, you know, we'll generate in excess of, you know, $2.5 billion a year in new revenue. So you can run the numbers on the ancillary tax revenue that would be associated with that. And then when you encompass, okay, let's go ahead and tax a non-taxed industry in Alabama, which is electronic bingo. That equates to about $500 million a year. But that doesn't account for all the ancillary $2 billion worth of tourism dollars we generated as well. So yeah, if we're given the opportunity, you better believe we can help with tourism dollars.
Breaking story from Green Track. New cease and desist order from Judge Hardaway. It's appeal to the Supremes. John Tyson refuses to go. Security chief arrested. Said to be roughed up. Employees refuse to leave.
You know what? Hats off to the judge. I don't blame the employees for not wanting to leave their job. They're scared. They're scared to death. What's unemployment in Greene County? 28%. It's about to shoot to 30, 35, 40%, whatever it is in the black belt. I don't blame them for not wanting to leave their job. You know, I don't want, nor do I condone hostile activity on either party's behalf. But those people are scared to death. Those people depend on that job to feed their children. They've been on that job now for how long? For where did this come from? We've been playing electronic bingo in Alabama. The Native Americans have been playing it since 1989. The non-Native American entities have been playing it since 1992. Where did it come from? I don't know. I don't blame the people for not wanting to leave their jobs. You know, I would take heed to the law enforcement officials that are there, and to hopefully prevent anyone from being hurt. But at some point, if it continues on, you know, people are desperate right now, and I hope and pray that, you know, that doesn't result in anyone getting hurt, injured, or worse. But you know, I know that people are outraged by what's taking place here with the thoughts of not being able to put food on the table for their families, and that's disturbing. I know how disturbing it is for me, and it doesn't affect them any differently than it does me.